Evening, how we all doing? Are we good? I can see Loz is here. So yeah, no guitar this week. It's little on me. All right, Terry. All right, Lise. Lise. How we doing? Coco will probably make an appearance at some stage. Evening, Mum. I got back from London okay, as you can see. I've been in London all day today, so that's why it had to be a later stream time. And I've been. I picked up a tiny little bit of a lurgy. Probably Wednesday last week. Evening Selena, and nothing too bad. Haven't been sneezing. I thought it was hay fever, but then obviously we had to play Love Rocks. Did Love Rocks. Voice was fine, and then I can kind of tell when it gets. You can probably hear it in my voice. I get a little bit. My throat gets tight. So we were going to rehearse on Monday with Nick, but I text Nick and Luke saying I can't rehearse. I need rest. And normally my voice will come back if I rest it in about 3 days. So we rehearsed last night and did a bit of singing, which was fine, and it was absolutely fine. And it's at that stage where probably about 2 days ago I was waking up on. Was I coughing in my sleep last night? Or that night before, or the night before that, when you wake yourself up coughing, and I was waking up and I was like not in pain, but just like, ugh. And today was the first morning I woke up and wasn't like that. So the rest does work, and then if I sang tonight, it puts me back about 2 days, my voice to 2 days in previously. So if I sing tonight, I'll struggle tomorrow night, and I'll definitely struggle on Saturday. But if I rest, like I've rested all day today vocally, I'll rest tonight. And then all day tomorrow and tomorrow night when I get to gig, I'll be absolutely fine. And then Saturday will be fine as well. Oh my word, everybody's here. Hey Abby, how we doing? Hey Greg, hey John, Mr. Trevor Gibson. No singing tonight, mate. I'm resting my voice. So if you're here for anything else, then I'm sorry. All right, Andy, he's in from Dorset. Terry, today I'm in the shower. Just been doing the garden and need to get clean, but phone in a safe, dry area. Terry is in the shower. So I am talking to Terry, who's butt naked right now. Wash those bits, as Mimi Detroit would say. So yeah, I've got a cup of tea here. I've got also this contraption, which a lot of people ask me about because it's on. It's normally on our Instagram stories, and this is one of. You are? What did you say? Tell me what you said. You won't want to repeat it on the stream. Oh, okay. And this is, what would you say? I want to know now. No, it's not. This is an inhaler. It's not a vape thing, but it's by that company. I got it off Amazon. It's about 80 quid, and I saw a singer using it, and it's amazing. So you put like inhalation fluid in there, which is like saline. You don't put water and stuff because that's really bad for you. And I'll show you. Watch. I'll show you. You turn it on, it heats it up, and you get steam. Well, that's a good effect, isn't it? Look. And you go like this. And you do that until it's all gone. And what it does, it coats your throat and all your airwaves with liquid, which is why you cough. The reason you cough is because it's all dry and stuff like that. So that means I can sing. And it is, mate. It's very, very good for catarrh. It kind of clears it out. But what it does, a lot of people use these little like pastels called vocal zones that have got. That's Coco chewing her bone in the background, by the way, not Mimi Detroit. And I don't like them, even though we are sponsored by them. I like the taste of them. We are sponsored by them. But what they do is a bit like an antiseptic sweet. They numb your throat, so then you push your singing too far, and you can damage your throat. What that does, it still lets me feel how far I can push it and stuff like that. But these are the trials and tribulations of being busy and doing lots of gigs. So yeah. So tonight is going to be an Ask Me Anything, an AMA. Nothing's off the record. You can ask me anything. It's up to you what you want to do with this. I'll stay on as long as I entertain you. Trev will probably get his own back. Obviously, if I can't tell you something, like if someone asks, someone's asked, what's all the gigs you haven't told us about? Some of them I can't say because we're under NDA or under contract because we have to release them at certain times, and it's all very cool. Luke Weston, I have a question. Ah, shit. Now, the thing is, right, this could be anything. I guarantee you it's going to be around porridge, which I can't tell that story either. So, yeah. Huh?
You could.
I could, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, vocal zones are a bit weird, Terry. So, first question. Go on then, Weston. Ask me a question, you idiot. I was nice to you. I've posted about you. That was going to be my question. About the porridge. Yeah, I bet it was.
What do you like on top of your porridge?
What do I like on top of my porridge? Jam. Jam, chocolate spread, or a bit of salt. See, we were having this conversation with my dad.
That's what Trevor likes.
Trev doesn't have salt. Trev has nothing on this. Blueberries, Trev has.
I thought you had a bit of salt.
The gigs. Look at Trev. Trev knows a question. A gigs.
Trev likes it salty, doesn't he?
He does like it salty. Very, very salty. I'll share the gigs that I've got here. Don't make me laugh because it makes me cough. So we're playing Lichfield tomorrow. Let's do this again. So Lichfield, Llandudno, Wanlock Head, Oldham, Surrey, Rotherham, Bridport, Bury St Edmunds, Cambridge, Leamington Spa, Cologne, London, Leamington Spa, again, Frome, Worthington, Leicester, Amstelveen, Uden, Tilburg, Drachten, Den Haag, Zaandam, Ghent, Dordrecht, is that right? Southampton, Milton Keynes, Sheffield, and Kendal. And there are... Hello, George. How you doing, my man? Hey, Greg. There are... Oh, do you know what? There's so much I could tell you, and I'd get in so much trouble. Can I say this? Shall I say? So there's a certain radio station that we are currently sorting out details for an interview, and it's a national one, which will be cool. But it will be good. Oh yeah, have you got an answer yet to my advanced question yesterday about whether they have found the Higgs particle in Luke's underpants? Many things have been found in Luke's underpants. That is not one of them. I nearly said something else. Southampton, Scumhampton, excellent. Yeah, Southampton.
Found that in his pants as well.
Terry, why was the Higgs particle in my underpants? Because it's where the universe began, Luke. Donna's work and Evie's question is, who were your musical heroes that made you want to become a musician? And Jimmy said, just tell Neil I love him. Ah, Jimmy, man, what a hero. Jimmy's cool. So's Evie. They're both cool. Musical heroes. There's quite a few. I break this down into when I first heard them. So kind of my first musical experience was my dad making me watch Live Aid with Freddie Mercury and Queen. That's when I knew I wanted to be on stage. Because how Freddie Mercury was God. I remember the first time I heard Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child, which blew my head. I remember my mate Mike and I put it on my dad's hi-fi. See, I'm showing how old I am now. I just whacked it up and we nearly blew the speaker. I don't think I've ever told my dad that, actually. And he's got expensive speakers. But it was class. When I started playing guitar, it was mainly down to Ocean Colour Scene and Oasis, when that kind of 90s Britpop revival came around. It started with Oasis because all my mates were listening to Oasis, and then I found Ocean Colour Scene and it proper got me going. From that Britpop era, I found, obviously, the Beatles. So I'd say Freddie Mercury, the Beatles, Ocean Colour Scene, maybe Detroit, but then it progressed into, obviously, then I found Led Zeppelin, then I found the Kinks, Small Faces, Cream, Free, Bad Company, loads. The only band which is going to annoy Luke that I don't get, and I've spoke about this a lot, is Pink Floyd. I don't understand it, I don't get it, I don't see the attraction for it. I can appreciate the musicianship, but it just is lost on me. It's probably because I'm not intelligent enough to get it. Trev tells an amazing story about how he understood Pink Floyd, but I can't repeat because it's his story, but it is good. Oh my word! Right, Sam's hoping to get to the Sheffield one. Yes, good. What we got? What has been the best festival gig so far this year, or in forever? Mark, I can do both. Well, we don't know, do we? Only you can give us the ultimate answer. Do you know the Muffin Man? I know the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? The one like Drury Lane. Out of the BN songs, which is your favourite? Oh, it changes. All right, so Mark, come back to me on the festival one, either this year or for this year. Okay, thanks, mate. Breaking Bands was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. It was just unreal because we were invited back by the fans. They voted for us to come back. And I'll let you into a secret. You're always a bit scared at festivals that no one's going to turn up and watch you, because you're like, is there another band on that they're going to go watch, like a festival clash? Do they really want to see us? Was it a joke? So there's always a lot of anxiety. Well, I always have a lot of anxiety around festivals. And we walked on stage at Breaking Bands, and there was just like a sea of people. And I was like, oh my God. And everyone that spoke to us during the day was like, we can't wait to see you, we're coming to see you. And I think it hit me because there's a song in that the Breaking Bands crew wanted us to do every year. Not us everywhere, they do every year. Zombie by the Cranberries. And the noise that came back in the choruses and stuff like that was just, it's not even our song, it was literally all the hairs all over my body, including my head, were standing up on end. And it was just a really cool vibe. I mean, I remember at one point during the gig, I looked over at the security guard and he was just vibing to what we were doing. I was like, my God. And it was great. Love Rocks last weekend. Whoa. Yeah, Coco agrees. Utterly brilliant for a completely different reason. Love Rocks was amazing because it's probably the first time that people have stopped us before we've even been on stage and stopped to talk to us and said, oh, we saw you with the Von Hertzens, and Andy was there as well. And it's really odd when people stop you, because especially when you're not on stage and stuff, you expect obviously attention when you're on stage, but when you're off stage and just walking around a festival having a look around, because that's what we do, it kind of really takes us a bit back. So if we're a bit weird with you, I'm sorry. We don't mean to be. We're just they're talking to us. And loads of people came and spoke to us. Loads of people said they'd seen us in Skeggy and different places, and the queue at the merch was unreal at the end. So Love Rocks was, I tell you what, there we go. Love Rocks was great because, not that it felt that we had arrived, but it just means when you have no idea, when people talk to you and say they love what you're doing, or they, you know, even if it's like, oh, you guys are dead funny on stage, if it's nothing to do with music, it kind of helps you validate that what you're doing is right and what you're doing feels right. She wants to go outside, doesn't she? Cokes, come here. No, don't bark. Come here, bitch. Come here. Come here. Cokes. Oh, she might need the toilet. Do you not want to come in? Oh, she's going to go outside. Yeah, so it kind of validates everything you're doing. Or it sorry, she can bark outside. Or it just makes you feel proud that you're trying to do the right thing. So that's a very long answer to say Breaking Bands and Love Rocks, but we've got, on Saturday we're playing Llandudno live, and that's going to be our first like stadium gig, because we're playing at Llandudno FC's football ground, and I believe there's like 800 plus tickets sold already, and I'm like, what? Coco's barking outside. Hang on, I've missed all the other questions. Hang on. Loz doesn't get Pink Floyd either. Also, BN songs, which is your favourite? It changes, Abby. Always love playing Down by the River. I tell you what, it goes. So listening to, if one like, I don't like listening to ourselves because I find that weird. I normally have to see Coco agrees. I normally have to, if I forget the lyrics to something, I normally need to listen to it so I can get it back. She's barking at a tree.
She's barking next door.
Oh, there's a puppy next door. So listening wise, what do I like listening to? I don't like listening to anything, but if I have to, I think the one that's probably the best recorded and the one I love, it's probably Echoes because of what it means. To play, I'm gonna have to put them into categories. I love Down by the River because of the singing bit. I love playing Echoes because of the sentiment around it. It reminds me of my friend. Cold Night because that really surprised us when you all started singing it back to us. And the new stuff as well. Strangers is cool to play 'cause it's got a big riff, and some of the new stuff. That's a very long answer as well. Pink Floyd is so good. They are good. I just don't get it. Breaking Bands was incredible. It was incredible. It was a really cool vibe. My mate saw you at Breaking Bands. He was very impressed. Ah, that's good. Hey, Orange Knights on Twitch. You totally smashed, Zombie. I never got into Pink Floyd, but have you seen Roger Walters' post about him being cool? Yeah. The world's a weird place with social media and stuff, and I've got a post coming out at the weekend, I think, about, because we're starting to get a lot of troll-like behaviour and people just trying to get a reaction out of us and stuff like that, like the stuff I posted a good month or so ago about don't share, you're sharing your pre-save link too much. The way I look at it in this, 99.9999999% of everyone who support us and follow us are golden, amazing, and we wouldn't be where we are without them. But I tell you what, that 0.0001% don't half get in your brain and don't half eradicate all the good stuff you're trying to do. Because negativity is just, it's just soul crushing, isn't it, when someone does that to you? But we're learning to not pay attention to it or call it out. Right, and it kind of just makes us more determined to do it. So yeah, social media is weird. Love Rocks, you were class. Told you they'd like you. Yeah, I was nervous at Love Rocks, only because it's a bit of a heavier kind of music and stuff like that. But the organisers of Love Rocks were amazing. But Love Rocks was emotional. To be fair, I was on the edge during Echoes for sure, and I've done a social media post about it. I won't talk about that because I'll get upset again. They were brilliant. Thanks, Andy. DBS played Friday and have had to go back that night, unfortunately. Yeah, is that Dead Blonde? Is that Dead Blonde Skulls? Oh shit, is that right? DBS, I think that's right. No, but I really wanted to see them, but we were only in and out for the day. We all know you have arrived, just trying hard to have you arrive here in Canada. We're nowhere near arriving yet, Dwight. Not in Canada, just in life. The way we look at it is, the more good stuff that happens, the harder we have to work, the more we have to knuckle down. Luke and I are writing, even though we've written this next EP and it's been recorded, it's out, we're already writing the next bit. We're already absolutely focused. We've written? What is wrong with my brain? We've written 4 brand new tracks. 2 are average at best and 2 are really good. So we're, again, Coco agrees, we're desperately trying to go again to the next level. So yeah. The universe began in Luke's pants. Yes, it did. Hi, Maria. How you doing? That's you. Get her in so she's not being noisy. Cokes.
She's doing it all bloody day.
Is she?
Driving nuts.
Get her in. Get her in with the people.
Into the toilet?
Yeah, she has. Cokes. Hello, baby. Come here. This way. Bring your bone over here. Bring over here. Come and say hello to everyone. This way. Come here. Come here. Come say hello.
Over there.
She's looking at me. If you could be a fly on the wall in any situation, what would it be? I interviewed Anti-Flag, and Chris said for him it was when the Beatles recorded Abbey Road. Here she comes. Abbey Road, when Martin Luther King marched on Washington. Don't throw that around. Sit down. All right, go away. See you later. If I could be a fly on the wall. If I could be a fly on the wall.
Neil Armstrong.
No, we didn't go to the moon though.
That's what I mean. You'd find out.
Yeah, you would find out. If I could be a fly on the wall anywhere, probably when Hendrix played Star Spangled Banner or Wild Thing at it wasn't Nebworth, was it Isle of Wight? He did that at Isle of Wight when he set his guitar on fire, right? Probably that. Just check she's not getting anything out there. Sorry, I don't know. What are you doing? Come here, little madam. So yeah, probably that. Probably Hendrix, mate. If you wants to know when you're playing a kid-friendly gig, I could reveal stuff, but I can't. That's one of the things I'm not allowed to talk about.
So keep an eye on the socials.
Keep an eye on the socials.
Coco.
Cokes, shut up. She's growling at a fence. She's a weirdo. Come here. That's it. Yes, we are in the middle, right in the middle of. Watch your head on the light, you. You gonna come over, or are you gonna get trapped in there? She's restless. We're in the middle of planning something. So have no fear. We're gonna do something. We are. Hey Donna, sneaked out of work to catch you for 10 minutes. Oh, don't tell anyone. Bin the trolls are not worth it. Very soon. Dead Blonde Stars. There we go. Sorry, in my brain's a bit. I've been in London all day, so my brain's all over the place. Never let the jerks upset you. You always know what real fans enjoy. That's it. Hey, it's just being honest. A million people could say to us that we love what you're doing, but then one person says, "Oh, you're crap," and it's like, "Oh, that person thinks we're crap." It's just human nature. It's just honest. Give us the trolls' details. I'll get the lads to give us. No, don't do that. You make me laugh. We can't wait to see you on August the 4th. This is how busy we are. I need to check where we are on August the 4th. Where are we on August? We're not anywhere on August the 4th, are we? Where are we on August the 4th?
We're on a date night.
We're on a date. August the 4th. Do you mean August the 5th? Don't do that to me. Don't throw a date that I don't know is here.
I just booked a date night that night.
Have a look in your...
I've literally just booked that date for...
We've got a ping pong date night, haven't we?
Yeah, with
Cokes, what are you doing? August the 4th. August the
Dane
4th.
Giga.
Are we doing something on August the 4th? Oh my god.
No, not because I've just moved that date.
Oh god, I think I'm in trouble. Oh, and yes. Cokes! Yes, you may gather I'm out of the shower now. Oh yes, you are. Would love wildfire... Huh?
Got push play on the 5th.
We got just push play on the 5th, yeah. I don't
Okay,
know.
enough. And Cambridge Rock.
Yeah, we got two festivals in one day. We'd love for our festival to see them both. Gutted can't make it. Yeah, Wildfire's going to be mad. When's Wildfire? Wildfire's in Scotland, and Wildfire is 24th of June. Where are you going, Cokes? The CNN interview was really interesting. Hearing about the recording process, it sounds brutal. Have you been rewriting any rejected tracks for future sessions, or will they be co-signed to B-sides and extras? At the moment, all of them get kind of co-signed and just sit in a vault with Luke and I until we're ready to bring them out, until we have enough money to do a B-sides track or an acoustic album or something like that. Just close the curtains, babe.
Oh, dear, no, that doesn't work.
Oh, does it not? Do they get rejected? They don't ever get rejected. I think they just stay there. The recording process isn't brutal. When we record with Trev, pre-production is brutal. But it's not that Trev's brutal with us. It's that you're constantly striving to write an amazing song. Or you coming up? No, she's going back over there. You're constantly writing to get it right. So, for example, Echoes was about 5 minutes long when we brought it to Trev, and it was just too long and a bit cumbersome, and wasn't getting across the message, wasn't getting across what we were trying to say, and Trev helped us get there and kind of said, look, this is too long. It was lovely chatting to you all at Love Rocks, and hope to catch you tomorrow at Lichfield. Yeah, Marie. Yeah, Marie, you came to Von Herzen Brothers, didn't you? That's where you saw us. Dub Odyssey is kid-friendly. That's in Sheffield. Hi Neil, so glad the band are doing so well. What band from any decade would you have liked or like to tour with? Quite simply, still together or not still together. So Foo Fighters is on our list. We want to play with the Foo Fighters, and I would have loved to tour with the Beatles because it's the Beatles. Evie said, "Get in there." I said, "We're planning it. We're planning it. I'm trying to plan it." We realised that some of you guys obviously have little ones that want to see us. What we have to do is obviously, because there's alcohol normally at these gigs, and if the bar is in the same room as the venue, we can't do it. So we're just trying to, because we know some people want to come to a gig and have a bevy as well, and obviously kids can't do that. So we're trying to sort that out. But we've got meetings, I think, in a couple of weeks to sit down and kind of sort it all out. But it's getting there. Hey Joe, evening Neil. Great meeting you at Love Rocks. Roll on Wildfire. Yes, hello Joe. Lovely to meet you too. You were very smiley and very nice to us, so I thank you. I've got a child-free weekend next week, and you have no gigs. Hey, look, have we got no gigs next weekend? Holy moly, I've got some time off. Look at that. So that will be writing then. Sorry. Hey sis. Greg says hello to his sister. What's your sister's name, Greg? Hope you're well, my friend, for Evening Empress. Berry Set Edmonds, yes, the 5th. Oh, Derek, okay, don't do that to me. Right, it's the 5th. The 5th we're playing. The new T-shirt fits real good. Might get the tie-dye one, but as it's fitted, might not fit my belly. Right, so the tie-dye ones are either done by me or my mum, right? So they're that special. A guy came up to me. I can't, for the life of me, remember his name, and that's going to really annoy me. And he was wearing a shirt that I'd tie-dyed, and it freaked me out. Because I was like, oh my God, I tie-dyed that in my kitchen. That's really weird. So yeah. If you're going to get one of the ringer ones, as we call them, the white with the ring around, get like a size or 2 sizes up. I know that sounds crazy. I like my t-shirts baggy. Like, I don't see, this isn't very, very tight. I quite like them baggy, so I go for baggy t-shirts. But the blue t-shirt has gone like nuts that we've had to get more. So we've pretty much sold out the blue ones. I think there's like 8 left. And we're going to buy some more so you can buy them. Everyone's saying hey to everyone. Saw you at Breaking Bands Festival last year. You made me cry. Then BB Fest again this year. Did we? Oh, sorry, Maria. Yeah. It's echoes, man. It just speaks to loads of people, which is, I just think, because it's real. It's what we go through, and it's still. Sometimes it hurts to play echoes, not physically, as in emotionally. Like Love Rocks, I really struggled, but that's because something happened that week. And I was nearly in floods of tears. And obviously, crying and singing do not mix, right? They just don't mix in the slightest. Coco's being annoying. She's being annoying. We're cool with alcohol at a gig, and that's how the kids learn to drive. Neil says, I'm smiling nice. You are smiling nice, Joe. Oh, Joe is your sister. Oh, from another mother. It's complicated. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm with you. Mark says blue t-shirt is aged. The blue ones are great. Besides your dad, who else is on your payroll? Do you have any more people as you become more popular? Well, for a start, he ain't on the payroll. He don't get paid. What's your cable then? He ain't on the payroll in the slightest, my old man. In fact, he's the one who puts money in, right, to us as well. So we have, there's 3 more people that, oh God, here she comes. She's playing with a toy now, so she may come over. We have 3 people that support and work with us. So we obviously have my dad. Oh, we have 4, sorry. We have my dad who manages us and does all the stuff that we just don't want to do, and all the boring stuff. And to be honest, without him and what he does, we would not function in the slightest. To the point that he spends all his life organising us, and especially now we're really busy, and it's every day something changes, something goes on. We have John on PR, who does the kind of local and some of the national radio and the magazine interviews. So when we get like a interview, you take her in there. So I just can't concentrate because I'm tired. When we get an interview or a magazine feature or something like that, then that's normally John has got that and set that up for us. We have a new PR company called Wild One PR, which is a incredible woman called Whitney, who was friends with Trev, and she has been sorting out a load of national radio play for us as well and stuff like that. So she'll be working. And John and Whitney work together, so they work together on stuff. And we don't have an agent, a live agent. We work with Solid Entertainment, who are a booking agent. So the Skegness gig comes through that. Dr. Feelgood, the Chantal McGregor gigs come through that. So that kind of stuff. And then we have a lot of stuff that comes to us directly. So they're kind of like 3-4 main people that work with us. My mum, obviously. Hang on, let me close the door because she's doing the squeaker toy to annoy Coco. There we go. My mum obviously does the tie-dye t-shirts. My mum does a lot actually. So all the t-shirts that you see packaged up on the merch will be from my mum. So it's probably about 4 or 5 people. We don't have a driver. Ollie will drive his van, or my dad will drive his van to get us to gigs and stuff. We don't have any road crew. We are looking at not roadies but techs on stage. But for some of the big gigs, we have techs that will sort some stuff out for us because it just takes the pressure off, obviously. That was a long answer. Forgotten, we're seeing you at Just Push Play and SOS. Thanks to hubby for the reminder. Yes, you are. Yeah, Echoes at Love Rocks made me cry, mate. Very emotional. Yeah. Echoes was emotional, definitely. I've done crying and singing. It's cathartic, but not a spectator sport. Yeah, it's just when you're there and you're having to sing, you in front of people. The last thing you got is that's that kind of not what you want to hear. You want to actually hear the song. What's the tattoo on your left arm? I've got 2 tattoos. I've got 3 tattoos. So this one says music, MUSI, and it was from a band, and it says it the other way. I don't know can I show you this one without taking me ruddy top off? I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can do this. I have hang on. Jimi Hendrix on that arm. Bit squished. Jimi Hendrix on that arm. And then on this one, I have got one there as well at my ribs that says Love Transcends All. And on this arm, I have someone you might know. I have Get Up. Get on up. I have Mimi Detroit. That's Mimi Detroit on my arm. And how we are in our bed boudoir, Mimi Detroit wakes up and sees herself every morning. Echoes at Love Rocks Beer and Music Festival had me. Thank God for the sunglasses. Things happened last week as well. Was a bit of a release of emotions. Yeah, it was. So after we played Echoes at Love Rocks, we then obviously finished on Down by the River, and just like I was scaring the crap out of Luke because between like the bits when I was singing Down by the River and the riff bits, I was just coming away from the mic and just like, screaming my head off, like just to try and get whatever emotion was inside, just to kind of get it out, like and like just playing and stuff. And I remember he was just looking at me like that and stuff. So, but yeah. What is the drinking age there? Here it is 19. 18 here, mate. Your live sound is great, but have you ever been close to getting a 4th BN? No, because it's someone else we have to pay. And we don't get paid. We have played before when we've had backing tracks with strings and stuff on. I think what we've said to each other is we probably would get a keys player if we play much bigger venues like stadiums and stuff like that, maybe to fill the sound out. But what we really love is just being a 3-piece. Being a 3-piece and just bringing that sound as well, to be fair. I don't want a lead guitarist because I like Luke being the lead bass lines because I think they're better. Luke's a much better guitarist than most lead guitarists anyway. I am not a lead guitarist. And I like the space, to be fair. Good question. Very nice. Thought of the last one was a pic of Luke. What? Well, yeah, I've got Luke tattooed on me as well. Hey, dude, sorry I was late. I was writing up a radio show for tomorrow. Don't worry, mate. We're just doing an Ask Me Anything, Lee. So if there's anything you want to know, mate, tell me. How does one of your songs get on the national charts? One of the songs gets on the national charts if we release it, and it's what's called chart worthy. So you have to pay to make it chart worthy, and then you need so many streams, so many downloads and stuff like that. What I did find out recently was that Cold Night from the live album, Live from the Front Room from the Actress, that got to number 6 in the blues charts like last October, and I had no idea. So yeah. So that's it. My lad is going through his GCSEs at the moment. It's all very stressful for all of us. How did your GCSEs go? Horrifically, mate. And my A levels just as worse. How many GCSEs did I get? I think I got 6. I think I got 6 GCSEs. I got the math, science, and English. Do you know what it was for me? School just bored the pants off me, man. I never understood why I had to remember all this stuff that I didn't understand, and I could just memorise an answer and give the answer and get top marks on it. It just didn't make sense to me. A levels, I did 3 A levels. I did theatre studies, PE, and business studies, and I think I got an A in theatre studies, a U in business studies, and like an F in PE or something like that, because I just couldn't be bothered. What I will say is I thought my world was ending when I got bad marks and stuff like that, and my parents were great. They were like, look, don't worry about it, you'll find who you are and what you want to do. Yeah, I think you won't mark because you're a good person, but if your kid is going through exams and stuff like that, don't put any pressure on them as well, because it feels like the end of the world, when in reality it's nothing. We won't have GCSEs in about 25 years. It'll all be AI and who can code quickest. Plan for the big time as you were going there. GCSEs, Dwight, are exams, so like grades from America. What we got? Sorry. Plan for the big time as you're going there. The plan is, I'll tell you now. The plan is this. The plan is to do this full time, to make enough money out of it that we don't have to supplement ourselves. Like, so we have the money coming in to buy new guitars, to spend on recording, to spend on PR, and to take it wherever it goes. I think it's, yes, of course, we've had discussions about we want to play stadiums, we want to do this, but what happens there is you kind of lose sight of where you are now, right? So, for example, if our goal is just to play Wembley Stadium, we'll play Wembley Stadium. I have no doubt about that. I have no idea how, I have no idea why, I have no idea who with, right, if we're supporting or whatever, but we'll get there if that's in our journey and if that's where we should go. But the only way we get there is by working 10 times harder than anybody else, be committed to what we're trying to do, and just never settle for mediocrity. And that's why no one will work harder than us. No one will be as critical to us than ourselves on this. But what happens is, if you just aim for a stadium gig, you miss all the cool stuff, like Love Rocks, like breaking bands, and you miss those magical moments, or someone coming up to you before you play a festival and saying that we saw you here and we really digged it, so we've come here. They're just as, if not more important than walking out on stage at Wembley, for example. Yes, walking out on stage at Wembley is great. Yes, if you told me at the start of if you told me at the start of the year you're going to be on CNN in front of 20 million people, I would have told you to jump in a hedge, because it just wouldn't happen. But the thing is, now it's happened, and the stuff that's happening after that, you're like, I can't catch my breath. I literally had a message today about something that's going on, and I'm like, what is happening? So we're kind of going to ride it to see where it goes, and let the journey unfold in front of us in a really hippie way that sounds. But we've got targets, as we said on CNN. We want to play with the Foo Fighters. We want to be on Jules Holland. Me and Luke refuse to go to Glastonbury until we play it. So there's little things like that. But brutally honest, the next thing for us is how can we do the greatest show ever on Friday night? And then on Saturday, in front of people that don't know who we are, how can we convert them to be new Blue Meanies and get us, right? That's the focus. And if we keep kind of nailing those kind of little milestones, the bigger ones will come, right? So how did the Blue BN sound evolve and why? We sat down before we recorded the Caftan Society, and there were two major things that helped us get to the Blue Nation sound. Because previously in Blue Nation, before Luke joined, before Chris, who was drumming on the Caftan Society, I wrote everything, and I was trying to be probably someone else, not deliberately, but thinking this is what we should sound like. So in the Caftan Society was the first one to open up and really. We want it to be riff based. We want it to be melodic. We want harmonies, but we want to have that 70s vibe, that Small Faces vibe. We wanted that nostalgia, that vintage. So that's why we went into the paisley. That's why I start wearing the jackets and making the jackets. That's why Luke's in his caftans. It wasn't planned, but we knew we had to have an image that matched the sound, because that helps. Coco's having a drink. That helps the audience understand you. So if someone just sees a picture of us and we've got kind of this hair and we're wearing what we wear, it kind of makes. So someone posted a picture of Blind Faith, and it does look like us, right? Because that's where we're taking it from. So how does it evolve? I don't really know, mate, to be honest. There's three things we always say in the songs. Has to have kind of like a hook, a riff, harmonies, and it has to be real. Four things. It has to be real. And if we stick to those disciplines with our songwriting, it works. And Trev introduced us to a whole different way of how to songwrite, which I'm not going to tell you because it's kind of patented his way of doing it. But Dave Grohl did talk about it a bit, like, don't bore him, get to the chorus. I think, is that right? Is that what he said, Dave Grohl? Don't bore him, get to the chorus, or something like that. But listen to any Foo Fighters tracks, as Trev made us listen to, and they're masters at getting you there and making it instantly memorable as well. Jimmy looks amazing, thank you. 7.5 hours Jimmy took. Tattoo. National exams taken at 16. Thank you, Trev. That's GCSEs. Geography. Who needs to know about the Oxbow Lakes? Exactly. Or what's it? Why do I? Is it meander? Not meander. What's the thing in geography? When a lake bends, is that an oxbow? We keep the pressure off him, then struggle to sleep ourselves. Yeah, that reasons I don't have kids, mate. Never pressured my exams. Always said, do whatever makes you happy. Just gotta do your best, right? My mum always said to me when I was a kid, and it helped me massively. And I said it to someone today, and I quoted my mum and said, "My mum said, just do your best. And if you've done your best, that's all you can do." And that's what we try and do on stage as well. Just do your best. What a band. Blind Faith was that, not us. We saw you in Blackpool, and since then there isn't a day that Blue Nation isn't played in our house. We can't wait for the journey to take you wherever you want to go. Yeah, I know. It's Blackpool with These Wicked Rivers was mad, but what a band they are as well. These Wicked Rivers, lovely people as well. Love the Caftan Society. Every track is a winner. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the AMA, Neil, and hello to Mimi. Hope all is good. I've got to head off, but we'll listen more in the car. Okay, mate. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus. Thank you, Trev. Any since Pretender. Yes. Hey, Chris, how we doing? Yeah. This is what Trev screams at us constantly. Luke very much likes his 16-bar breakdowns. And Trev's like, I'm bored, Luke. I'm bored. No, Trev calls Luke Lukey, and he's the only person that calls him Lukey. And Luke lets him. Do you call him Lukey as well? I've never heard you call him Lukey. Do you call him Lukey? Is that where Trev's got it from?
No, that's good.
Like, me and Ol don't call him Lukey. Trev's like, Lukey, I'm bored. Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus. Oh, okay. Roxette, best of albums called Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus. Good band as well. Have I missed any questions? I'm surprised my mum hasn't asked one. She's looking at something on the floor now.
I was at Woodlouse earlier.
A woodlouse. I tell you what Coco does do. She likes eating ants.
What is it?
It's the dog again.
Whistling at the dog next.
Oh. Only Trev does call Luke Lukey.
Come.
Yeah, it is. I picked up on that, yeah. Trev, why do you call Luke Lukey? Is it just, yeah. He's the only, yeah, Trev can call you anything. We'll all call him Lukey now. No, call him Luke.
Coco, here.
Call him Luke. Luke! Any more questions? Oh my god, we've done 45 minutes. Look at him. Till now, everyone knows. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, how many people are on? Jesus, I've only just noticed. Sorry, I'm just waffling on. Hello. Normally I'm playing, but I'm resting my voice. Is there anything I can tell you or share with you that is near to completion? I don't think there is. I'm not sure. What about a charity hair dye? Now your hair is long. No, I'm still trying. I've got to get it. How much further have I got to grow my hair, Mimi? I need 12 inches, don't I? And I'm not going shaving because I've got a massive head. It's got to be like down there, you reckon? Oh, I don't know. Most random. Don't say Lukey. No, in a Scottish accent. Well, Trevor's Scottish, so that's why he says it. Lukey. Most random question gets a prize. A song that hooks me in is one that does not take a long time to get to the meat of it. Get to the point of the song quickly. As a former DJ, would only play each song for a short period. If it didn't hit me, didn't play it. True. Was going to comment about the amount of people here tonight. Loads of meanies. Hello, meanies. Tell you what, I can't do it in any other accent. No, he can't because he's Scottish. If it needs to get to where I got it. It needs to get to where I got it, Neil. I don't know what that means, Luke. I love what you guys do in your attitude. Oh, yes, sorry. Thanks, mate. Yeah, that's about there then. Do hope you're able to avoid... But I do hope you're able to avoid stadiums. Thanks, mate. Do you know what? If we ever do get to the stage of playing stadiums, I think, and I'm going to speak on behalf of Luke and Ollie, I think we'd still do intimate shows and stuff like that. Just because big gigs and big stadiums are terrifying, right? I've played in front of 5,000 people at the Formula One. We've done big gigs, and I'll tell you why it's terrifying. One, we're not used to them. Two, Luke and Ollie are normally a million miles away from me, so you don't feel that connection. And so much of what we do is done off eye contact, or done off if someone's going to go somewhere different, or if we want to give Luke some space to riff, or Ollie just, it's there. It's mad. Hey, see, he's so mean. Look, I was being nice about him then. So yeah, I still think we'll play small venues as well. Look at us. Yeah, we'll probably play small venues, and we're nowhere near big stadiums. What was the price of bananas in Iran yesterday? The price of bananas in Iran yesterday was 27p.
Enough.
Cokes, come here. Here, you got a biscuit. Come here. Come here. Come and say hello to everyone. Come here. Or sit down on your bed, whatever you want to do. I want to thank you and Luke for not only being a killer band, but being top gents. You know what you've helped me through, and you legends. You don't need to thank us, Lee, in the slightest. Luke and I do know what you and I have talked about, and we've all talked about together, mate. And if the one thing we do in this band is help people, and if they're struggling, then that's our mission. That's our thingy, our not USP. It's just who we are, man. Luke and I have always been like that from day one in this band and what we want to do, and it's just becoming more crystal clear for us, to be fair, that when you've got a massive mic in front of you, you can talk and hopefully change some people's minds about things. It's just who we are. Love the colour of the new t-shirts. Chelsea blue was a good shout. It's more royal blue, and I'm going to say it's royal blue for Glasgow Rangers. Luke will probably say it's royal blue for Blues, but Chelsea, yeah. When Luke's in a stadium, I'll find the most miserable person in the crowd and make them happy. Yes. Did Luke enjoy Kira Mack? I think he did. He went to see Jamie Porter Band. Cokes, get down. Get down. She's up on the side. He went to see the Jamie Porter Band, who are friends of ours. And what's she doing? Cokes, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come up here. Right, you're staying there for a bit. She's being naughty. You coming up? You look tired. So Luke went to see... He didn't go to see Kira Mack. He said Kira Mack was more like hair... Was it hair metal? But he went to see Jamie Porter Band. No. Come up here. Up. Up. Come on. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. And he went to see These Wicked Rivers as well. Because they're mates of ours as well now. And they're lovely people. Here you go. Luke's review. Kira Mack was decent. Jamie Powered smashed it, and These Wicked Rivers were a force as usual. There you go. I'd like to hear you tell everyone your old Scottish night tradition that you tried to get me to do when you will no longer do it for revealed reasons. I don't want to talk about that, Mimi Detroit.
But it's amazing.
I just realised if you wanted to try to experiment with live keys, then Chantel's partner's Jamie would be great. He's very good and a very nice person as well. Very nice person. But yes. Damn, hit the button by mistake. Sleep tight. No. Oh, fucking I'll say it to Trev. Trev, I don't know why, but I thought in Scottish Bobbies, let's go to Bobbies, was let's go to bed. As in to sleep, right? And I'm going to let Trev reply, because Trev will know what Bobbies is. But Trev maybe doesn't know what Bobbies is. But I was like, let's go Bobbies. And then I Googled what Bobbies
How long
is.
were you trying
Oh,
to make-
years.
You used to make me...
I was trying to get her to say it all the time, and she wouldn't say it. But yeah, let's see what Trev says. If it's... Trev is laughing his bollocks off. Because basically, Bobbies is bollocks, right? So I was saying, let's go to bollocks. Penis, let's go to penis. Every night. Which is ridiculous, right? I swear my nan told me as well. From Scotland, I swear she said.
Your nan's a legend.
No, they're not boobies. Bobos is bed. Bobbies is penis, yeah. Not cool. I blame my nan.
Have you got
Bobies is penis, yeah. Trev has confirmed it. I said it for years, Trev.
proper used to like wind you up that I wouldn't say it as
I
well.
know. And it hurts even more that she wouldn't say it, and now I know why. Let's go to penis. Evie,
I didn't know.
don't listen to me
I
there.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Well, this is taking a turn. Yeah, see? It's an Ask Me Anything. You've got 6 minutes to ask me anything.
You told me the
Before we go.
escalator story
You are, sorry?
about your escalators.
I think I've told the escalator story. Damn, you guys are speaking Latin again. It's a Scottish slang, Dwight, that I thought meant bed, but it meant a male appendage. Which one on the escalators? Breaking news, Neil Murdoch is out the closet. Hey, I'm married.
I don't mean Jack.
Wow. From my wife, ladies and gentlemen.
I've just watched a documentary that
I have, oh, yeah, true.
murder man.
So the escalator story. Never be on your phone when you're walking towards an escalator, especially one at Birmingham International Airport, because the sneaky little buggers swap round which one goes up and which one goes down, right? So for years, the one on the left-hand side would go down. And on the other side, it would go up, right? So I was on my phone, not paying attention to Mimi Detroit, who wouldn't say Bobbies. Yes, see? And then I walked towards the escalator. I went 3 steps down, but then my whole body was going in the opposite direction. But what happened was I fell down the escalators. I'm on my arse the other way up, and I'm now travelling back up the escalator to where I've just fallen over because I tried to walk down the up.
No
And there was a woman looking at me. I've done that twice. Not fallen over, but needed it twice. So was Freddie. All right, Trev. Half Evie's family are in Glasgow, so we can get it. Is it Ollie or Nick with you tomorrow? It's Nick. Ollie is now being very rude, and he's off with Robert Plant. I don't think Ollie is going to be with us till October, I think now. Is there one extra special guitar that you are dying to get? Yes, a Gibson Hummingbird acoustic, about $5,000 from 1967. Trev, Curry soon. Yes, we need to sort that out. He needs to get a Circle Studios signature guitar. Trev, you give it to me free, mate. I'll play it. You know that. We shouldn't laugh, but that was hysterical. Loads of stuff like that's happened to me. I once tripped over in the snow, and an old lady looked at me and went, "That looked like it hurt." Didn't offer to help me up. Nick is an amazing drummer. He's a lovely guy. Nick is. He's really helping us out, and he's really buzzing for the. Were you Bobby's first? Where you Bobby's first? What's that mean? Bobby's first. That's Lisa. CD Lise. You got 3 minutes. Neil, you're not invited, mate. I've got a feeling you'll order a korma. No, I won't. Can I come? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Trev keeps threatening to take us for a curry. What are you eating, Cokes? Oh, she's eating something off the floor.
Feather.
What are you eating a feather for, you weirdo? Any more questions? Bring on the questions, or we before we finish. Cokes. Coco Kenobi. Asked Jill about all the stupid things I do in work. Smacked myself in the face with a water spray today. What? Up escalators. Were you Bobby's first? Were you Bobby's first? Yeah, I was Bobby's first. What? It was on my rider for the first EP. Trev, you're paying. How many times do we have to have this conversation? You're paying. We're just coming because you're getting your wallet out. Will you be getting any more mediums in your tie-dyed blue and white t-shirt? Yes, we should be. We should be. And now, if my mum is still on the stream, she will be telling the manager to go order. Stop eating the feather, you weirdo. Play the Asylum. You can go for a curry first. I'm not a huge fan of the Asylum. I'll be honest, in Birmingham. For many reasons, which I won't go into. He's so weird, Coco, eating a feather. He's proper
Bird, isn't it?
chomping down on it.
It's not me eating the wild.
Such a little weirdo. One more minute. Till I go have me tea. Who's got a burning question? She's... Come here. She can't eat it.
Why?
She's not swallowing it for some reason. Right, Luke's going. Is curry that big a thing over there? Yeah, Dwight, it pretty much is, mate.
What's your favourite curry?
My favourite curry, I would say a sagwala.
Oh yeah, I knew that already.
Now to watch the PGA. How do I get tickets for Lichfield? Trev, hang on, Cokes, hang on. Let me put it in the chat. Trev coming to a gig. Trev's far more interesting than all of us, to be fair. So if Trev's coming tomorrow, then Trev, I think there's 122 tickets left. So if you want to buy all 122, that would be much appreciated. I think there's about 50 or 60 people coming, so it should be a good gig. Here we go. Boom, boom. Let's let it come up. Let me add to broadcast. There you go, Trev. Just like that. Oh, wow. Questions have really come in now. See you later, lols. If that's me. Thank you and everyone else. Thoroughly enjoyed this hour. Until next time, night. See you later, Terry. If you had a superpower, what would it be? I'd like to fly. What you having for a tea? Mimi, what we having for tea? No idea. We got Rawsums, chicken nuggets, burgers. Don't know. We don't know yet. Loz's got a spare one. She goes, no, make him buy a ticket. Night, Alison. Chris, what about Sydenham? Is that the one near Leamington Spa? Get out of that. Oh, you just put that in my tea. You absolute dirtbag. Just put that feather in my tea. Ugh, dirty little monkey. Get away. Get away. Get away.
Back.
Um,
Look at back.
that is a free event. We're doing that. I think it's for the MND Motor Neurone Disease charity. We're doing that one for. It's a free event. We're on at 8 p.m. I believe, and it's an all-day thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Right. Off to pack up the new blue T-shirt. See, this is what my mum has to do. By the way, my mum thinks it's Christmas constantly. Look, she's just constantly on Facebook thinking it's Christmas. So yeah, thank you for sticking with me in this hour of waffle. Coco says goodbye. Tomorrow night, Lichfield. Saturday in Wales. Sunday, we are filming the next video for the next single. So if you get on our Instagram, you'll probably see some behind the scenes stuff. Go and be lovely. Go and be amazing. And thank you for being here. We will see you at the next gig. And yeah, go and be beautiful.